In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get to Old Sebilis the easy and safe way. Now, of course, there is a way that's a little bit faster, but if you've been running this route before, you will always have heard of people that have stories of, oh, I was going to Old Sebilis and somehow something killed me along the way, and I have no idea where my corpse is. And that's really bad. Okay, so this way that I'm going to show you is the way you should go because if you happen to die or something like that, it will be easy to get a res. And at this level, you want to make sure that you can get a res because it takes a long time to earn back the experience. And you can get a 90% res, so you might as well. But if you end up dying out here, you can say, well, I died near the lake. And well, that could be anywhere there, and nobody's going to know where. And you're never going to get a res, and you're going to die again when you try to grab your corpse and bring it out here. Just not going to happen. So let's assume that you've already gotten your key because that's a whole different video. You should go ahead and get your key, and you're coming back here again because you're coming to Old Sebilis. This zone, there's only two ways in. One is from Swamp of No Hope, and the other is from the Emerald Jungle. If you come in through the Emerald Jungle, which is the common place most people would be coming in, because they're going to get a port out to Emerald Jungle, and then after that, usually they're going to have to run it all the way down to Old Sebilis where they can find a group. They can go looking for a group and whatever. So for you guys out there that are in that camp, this video is for you. Okay, so a lot of people like to just run and gun it straight down the middle and just train everything there, but that doesn't always work so well. You can get nailed by something. It's just not worth it. Other people like to go the south way right here because it's close to where they have done the turn in key quest, but I want to show you that it is difficult because look at how close these guys are, like Spectral Keeper. He's really close to the side, and they roam too. So this is actually a bad way to go there, in my opinion. If you don't have to go that way, don't go. I suggest you go along the north wall because take a look at the clearance. Now, the map I'm using is the MQ2 map, Red Guide's MQ2 map, the fine product over there. That is being used on the test server. You will not be able to have this on the TLP server. Therefore, take a look at this map, and this is going to be about the same distribution as you would have on a TLP server. You can go all the way around the edge like this. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to do it without Inviso. You can go all the way this way and then through this way. And then I'm going to show you what to do down here. This is the tricky part right here because what will happen down here is you got this Spectral Champion, all these other guys doing roaming around here. So this is where you got to actually do a little run and gun. But the thing is you shouldn't have to worry too much because they're like 36 and all that. And you can see you're not going to get ganged up on by like 5 or 6 mobs or anything like that. And there's no little shaman guy out here. Like if you look at this little crazy guy, Urge Shaman, he's 34, but he can still root you, or he can do all sorts of stuff to you and mess you up out there. So you got to be careful of those guys. So that's what I'm saying. Look at your Urge Shaman again. Just hate having these guys. They will root you and all that. And even though they're lower level and shouldn't be able to land spells on you, for some reason in this game, they can land whatever they want, whenever, however they want to land it on you. And then that's just how the game goes. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch this map here. Whoops, I'm going to do this. I'm going to shrink the map so you can watch our character run. And we're going to do this. And I'm going to do it without invisibility. Okay, back to here. I'm going to go left like this. Make sure you don't zone back in. And you can see how long it takes. You can check the time on there and see. I will also drop off this levitate, just assuming you don't have levitate here. And if you want to get to Old Sebilis fast, saving time, not dying, not being embarrassed by dying while everybody's waiting for you, this is the way to go. And believe me, every year that I've done this, there's always been somebody somewhere in our guild or you see corpses out there, so you know it's somebody somewhere has died along the way. And sometimes all you guys got stories, you'll see lots and lots of corpses out in this zone. Unnecessary deaths. Just doesn't need to be that way. This takes a little bit longer, may take 2-3 minutes or maybe 4 minutes longer, but you're going to get there in one piece. And remember, you don't have this map, but you can see it right here, and this is what it's going to look like over there. This is what your distribution of mobs is going to be. So you see the map now, Remember it for later. And here we go. Let me just put on auto run here. See these little stinky little shamans. Believe me, they can probably land it on me. This character is level 115. And that's what's so annoying about them. They'll land all sorts of stuff on you. They'll land dots on you over and over. They can cast while they're running, by the way. You can't, but they can. Yeah, look at there's a WAN knight over there. You see even here, I'll show you how close he gets. I'm staying on the edge. Just you have the maps. Make sure you have your Bree wall maps up. Just ride the edge right here. And even as long as you're about, I would say at least 100 away from him, like this. See, we're 322. It looks like we're closer than we really are, but we're quite far away from him. And you're going to be good. So if you are enjoying these videos or if it's helping you out, make sure you like and subscribe to the videos. It helps the algorithm and you'll be updated. I'm going to continue to make videos as we get closer to server to hype it up because this is going to be the best TLP server rule set, in my opinion, ever. Beside Mischief and Thornblade, of course, because they were very much like this. So there's going to be a lot of people on this server. This is the event of the year for EverQuest. And they should do this every time because I just, see I got stuck on a rock. And I got to go around a rock. So yeah, go ahead and like, subscribe for this. And like I said, if you want to see live streams of this, I'll be live streaming on my other channel, Dr. Nacho's live stream. You can catch the action over there. Well, we're going to be streaming now. I don't know if it's every night, but we will be. Okay, so now you're going to come up to this guy, Spirit of Kots right here. Now, he's level 80, but right there, he's indifferent, so you don't have to worry about him. And then I get to this big aqueduct, and the way you want to go here is you want to follow the crazy aqueduct like this. And then you're going to reach an opening. And once you reach the opening, you have two options. Some people just make a beeline towards it. I don't suggest that. This guy here, he's another quest mob thing. I like to go down along the edge, and I'm going to show you how I do this. So here we go. We're going to go this way, and we're going to once again we're going to be hugging the edge because you don't know who trained what. Some people would train the whole trail like 10 mobs behind them and run in there, and then the mobs will be going back home. And as they go back home or to their positions, they're going to be littered all over the place, and you'll be coming in, they'll just smack you in the face. And like I said, the thing about EverQuest that makes it good is it has that danger element in it, that suspense. You don't know when you're going to die. But the reality is of the modern world is that people just don't have time to die and then take an hour and a half to get their corpse back and all of that stuff and then not be able to play that night. So in the old days, it was fun. Corpse runs were kind of exciting, I think. But nowadays, it's not like that. So let's go down to here. What I like to do is get to about this area on the map, which is right here. Now you're going to see this camp over here, right there. These guys will mess you up. So you don't want to get too close to the camp at all. From here, let's zoom in a little bit. From here, you can make a beeline to this. Between this little square building and that, you may have the spectral keeper right there, or you may not. Remember, these guys roam around. So angle yourself. Let's go like this here. Angle yourself so you go between these two buildings. It's going to look something like that. It's going to look just like that there. You're going to see this camp right here. Okay, so let's go ahead, put this back on, and let's run it right in there. We're going to go straight like this. We're going to shoot for that square building. We're going to move a little to the right. Here's a little square building. And as you get up to this square building, right there, you can see if there's anybody there. There's Spectral Keeper. So he's right there. You can wait for him right here, or you can train him in there. He's quite low level. But this is how you can do this. This will happen sometimes, right? And he can mess you up and kill you. Let's keep an eye on his distance. See, his distance is 151. Okay, so now we're clear. Let's just run right past him now. Now it's okay. So you see where I can teach you where to stand and what to avoid. Now, just go like this. Come on in here. And you're going to have Old Sebilis right there. If you have the key already, you can click in there. and you're good. If you want to use agent of change, you have to click in there first. And then just run out here. You're going to see a lot of people just hanging around right here. So if one mob is trained down here, they'll just vaporize that mob, no problem. But that is the most important point. This area right in here, let me zoom in just so you remember, between this little square hut and this building right there, you want to come in about here so you can see if this area is clear right there. And the roamer will go up like that. So you can just wait here and see, take a look around, see if anything's here or there. If not, get up to here, wait till he goes back because he doesn't just stay there a long time, and run right in and you'll be good. If you do have a lot of mobs in here, or they're on you and you're dying, I would suggest what you do is try to get as far as you can into here, into this tunnel, so that when you die, it is very easy to get a res. If you can get down here, even better. Then people just res you right there, and you can ask them, can somebody res me? I died in front of Old Seb, like that. So that's really important to do. If you die out here, forget it. People are going to be like, don't waste my time. But if you can die in this tunnel here, you can say to them, I died near the agent of change in front of Old Sebilis, then, and you say that in general, then somebody's going to be there. Somebody can res you. The chances are greater. If you have a guildmate that's already there, they can res you. They can come out of Old Seb or whatever, and they can res you and all that, and they'd be more than glad to. But I've had people say stuff like me to me like this: "Oh, I died somewhere in this little the city that's on top of Old Sebilis." Like where? You're never going to find their corpse, and I'm like, well, we're never going to find it. And if you can't find it, you just lost a lot of experience. It could be sizable too. It could be like 7% of your experience just gone up in smoke. That could be hours of play, maybe even more if you don't have a good group, and you may die again. So it's a lot of frustration on your part. So if you get tagged by the bad guys, do your best to get in there, even with your last dying breath. Get into that tunnel so you can say, I died in a tunnel. In my guild, I've had a lot of people do that. They say, hey, I died in the tunnel. It's near the top of the tunnel, or just as I got into the tunnel for Old Seb, or right by the agent of change. And it's like, cool, no problem. We got your res. And then when people res you, they res you for a lot cheaper because it's no skin off their back. Okay, guys, hope this helps you. Remember, see you on the Teak server. It's going to be awesome this year.